Hey there guys, it's Tato back again, and this is one I'm super excited to talk about, and that's the finally confirmed revival of the King of the Hill series that's apparently been scheduled to be picked up by Hulu. Before we move along too much, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched and liked my last video. It means the whole world to me, and I absolutely didn't expect that at all. But without further ado, here's 6 things we need to see in the King of the Hill reboot. By the way, this whole list is assuming the time jump theory is real, which is a bold assumption, but let's just get on with it. I think one of the biggest things I'd like to see in their revival is Bobby really going after a career in the entertainment industry, but specifically with his comedy. I think there could be some really fun storylines in watching him trying to make his longtime passion into a job, even if it doesn't actually go well. It could be fun to even see him fail and struggle with that aspect of the career. We've always seen Bobby going after these entertainment industry dreams, especially with his comedy, and I just think it would be really awesome to see some of it play out, even if it doesn't go as planned.
The only thing hotter than this tub is you two ladies.
So my number 2 kind of ties into the first thing with Bobby's future, but I'd love to see a scenario where him and Connie ended up together starting a family of their own. They've always had a super cute loving dynamic, and with the time jump it would be awesome to see where they stand 15 years from now in the future.
Just think, Connie girl, when we're grown-ups and marrieds, we'll get to do this every night.
I know that was a super quick one, but let's just move on to number 3. We absolutely, without a doubt, need to see the return of Good Hank, Hank's little brother, by like 40 years. Just to think of the stories that could come from this overly weird relationship, especially since the last time we seen Good Hank, he was literally just a baby. And speaking of babies, I'd also love to see a return of Gracie, Luann and Lucky's baby. Who knows, maybe Gracie's living with Bobby and Connie now the same way Luann had to live with Hank and Peggy. And that brings us on to number 4, which is going to be a hard one. With the revival of the series, there's going to be one hard topic to deal with, and that's Luann and Lucky. The voice actors for the characters, Tom Petty and Brittany Murphy, have both sadly passed away since the original show, so there is a tough conversation to be had. While I love the characters, especially Luann, and would be devastated to see them go, I'm not sure you could find another fit to fill those amazing voices, so we're going to have to see what happens. Maybe they move away, maybe they're killed off, maybe they'll just bring them back with some new voice actors, but either way, it's going to be a hard one.
She was saving a quart of beer for before bed, and Daddy threw it out, and she went after him with a fork.
This is going to be another super quick one, but we're finally getting to the end of the list. Number 5. I think one of the things I'd most love to see in a time jump version of King of the Hill would be the evolution and dynamic change of the supporting characters like Bill, Dale, and Boomhauer, or even characters like John Redcorn or Buck Strickland if he's still around. I'd personally love to see an aged up version of Dale where he's kind of more like in tune with these conspiracy theories that he has, like how we always seen Cotton convinced that he was going to kill Fidel Castro. Maybe we get to see an older version of Dale constantly convinced that the CIA is finally onto him or something like that. Who knows?
Rusty Shackelford.
What?
It's me, Dale.
But that's impossible. Rusty died in 3rd grade.
I didn't die. I moved.
And jumping to our last thing on the list is number 6. And for number 6, I have an idea that Johnny Two Cellos touched on that I absolutely loved and I want to expand on. And that's to see Bobby have to deal with the changing ideas of the younger generation and not understanding them the same way Hank had to do with him. This could be a great way to make an older Hank and an older, possibly more mature Bobby connect and could open up to some great storylines. Maybe we get to see an older, more mature Bobby having to deal with a younger, foolish, good Hank. Or maybe Bobby has a kid of his own who he's constantly trying to push in the right direction, but just doesn't get it the same way that Bobby didn't understand the way that Hank was trying to push him. I don't know, when I heard Johnny Two Cellos bring it up, I just thought that was a really fun idea to see that dynamic change like that. I just think that that could be a whole lot of fun, and I think it could open up a whole new perspective.
Listen to me, mister. I work for a living.
We have no idea what's coming so far, but these are just a couple of my ideas that I'd love to see come to life in a revitalized version of one of my favorite shows. When I heard Mike Judge and Greg Daniels were going to be working on the show again, I was over the moon because I love this show and I think it's a perfect time for a revival with the political atmosphere. It was also super great to hear that we're pretty much getting the same exact cast as the original. I just want to thank all of you for watching, and again, thank you times a million to anyone who supported the last video. I plan to make more of these analysis/breakdown videos, and I'm so glad to see people enjoyed the first one. If we can get this video to 50 likes, you guys can name my firstborn son, and if we can get this channel up to 100 subscribers, then I'll do a little happy dance. But off camera, so you won't see it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'm Tato, and I'll see you guys next time.